Hey guys, this is the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. Valentine's Day is that day that you would love to spend with your loved one rather than spend that time in the kitchen. So here is a quick, instant and easy recipe just for you and your Valentine. Instant cheesecake. A classic cheesecake is made up of three components: the base, the cheesecake and the topping. Let's first begin with making the topping because we need it nice and cool by the time we finish the rest of the procedures. For this, let's put some strawberries in a pan. To this, some grained sugar. While the pan is heating up, with the help of a fork, I'm going to lightly start mashing these. Allow this to cook for like a minute or so. Do not overcook this because if this mixture becomes sticky, you may not be able to put it to use. Off goes the flame. Allow this to cool down completely. Let's start making the base. For this, I'm going to use some store-bought neutral flavored cookies. This goes straight in the grinder. Along with this, some melted butter. And just to sweeten it lightly, some sugar. I'm going to grind this to a fine powder. Just make sure this is run into a nice and fine powder like so. The topping is done, the base is done. Let's now move on to making the cheesecake mix. For this, in a deep bowl, I'm taking some mascarpone cheese. Well, traditionally, cheesecakes are made using Philadelphia cheese, but in this case, I'm using some mascarpone. To this, I'm adding some sweetened condensed milk. I'm using an electric blender to make sure this is nice and smooth. You can stop this midway and splash some lemon juice. Well, this is just to balance the creaminess and the acidity of the final mix. Continue whisking this. Intermittently, make sure you also start scraping the sides to make sure it's nice and evenly smooth. At this stage, I'll be adding in the vanilla essence and mix this for one last time. All the components of our instant cheesecake are ready. Let's now begin with the assembly in a martini glass. The first thing that goes in is the biscuit crumb mix. I'm going to tap this with the help of a small spoon. Press this lightly. On top of this, I'm adding the cheesecake mix. Lift this very gently and tap this on your palm. Make sure the top of the cheesecake lightly flattens. Allow these two to sit in the refrigerator or the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes. Let's now begin with topping this. On top of this goes the strawberry compote. On top of this, for some added fragrance, the rind of an orange. Make sure you scrape off this white part, which is also known as the pith and is extremely bitter. Pile these one on top of the other and cut these into fine juliennes. This goes on top of the compote. And finally, a few sprigs of fresh mint. So this is how you can rustle up an instant cheesecake. And for all of you out there, happy Valentine's Day.